Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you the cost of living in the East Cesar Chavez neighborhood. Let's do it. Hey guys, I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor here in Austin, Texas. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to learn everything about working, eating, breathing, sleeping, and playing in Austin, Texas, make sure to click that subscribe button and click that notification button so you get notified every time I have a new video. I do tons of videos like this one to try to inform people and teach you about different neighborhoods in Austin. So if you want to stay educated and know what's up, click that subscribe button, please. I get calls and texts every day from folks just like you who are looking to relocate to the Austin area, and I love it. If you're thinking about relocating anywhere in the Austin metro and you have questions or thoughts or comments, please feel free to call me, text me, email me, or send me an Instagram DM, like really whatever works for you. If you want to move to Austin, I got you. Today we're going to talk about the East Cesar Chavez neighborhood and the cost of living there. I got some info for you. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do it. So if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I like to give information on the location in the neighborhood, as well as a little bit of history in the area. So to start off with, location. The East Cesar Chavez neighborhood is located just north of East Riverside, west of Chicone Street, east of 35, and then south of 7th Street. Pretty much the entirety of Austin's east side, literally anything east of 35, was known to be a poor area. Because Central Austin has grown so much, and because of the East Cesar Chavez neighborhood proximity to downtown, this little pocket has absolutely exploded. I've heard stories of folks that had bought homes in this pocket in like the mid 80s or early 90s. They spent well below $100,000 on a home. And today, that same home easily can sell from $600,000 to $700,000. We are starting to see a pretty big mix of styles of homes in these East Austin neighborhoods, particularly the East Cesar Chavez neighborhood, because there were a lot of older homes that were built like the 1930s and 40s, and then they got bought by investors, they got torn down, and then you're seeing newer homes that were built, I want to say like 2006 up until today, we're 2020. So there's a lot of new construction going on, but it's completely normal to have one of these little kind of like tear down type little bungalow homes next to a more modern home. That's just how it rolls over there. Also, there is zero HOA in like the East Cesar Chavez area. It's pretty much anything goes. I know there's some deed restrictions, and of course each neighborhood has their own deed restrictions and so on, but it's super common to see like trailers in somebody's backyard, like cool trailers that people use as Airbnbs, chickens running around. It's very common to see multiple generations living in one house. It's one of these neighborhoods that is so full of activity, and it's super entertaining just to walk around. It's also really close to Lady Bird Lake and the Riverwalk, so it's a very convenient neighborhood. It's highly desired, and then of course the proximity to downtown and Rainy Street is awesome. As far as cost of living goes in the East Cesar Chavez area, it's definitely on par with the rest of the east side, and for this purpose, I'm going to say east side is anything that is east of 35 and north of East Riverside. I'd say south of 12th Street. So that whole area is very similar. There's these little sub neighborhoods over there, and East Cesar Chavez is one of them, but generally it's like the same neighborhood. So it's pretty common to be able to find a home that was built like in the 1940s that's been remodeled and ready to go kind of in the mid 600s up until like these newer, more modern contemporary homes that are, let's say, anywhere from like 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, and those can go for like $750 till like the low millions, like 1.1, 1.2 million. In this area, because there has been so much growth and development, there are also several newer apartment developments, like higher end apartment developments. So for a one bedroom, it's pretty common to pay anywhere from about $1,800 to maybe $2,000, depending how high up it is, if there's a view and so on. And if you're looking to rent, a smaller single family home can be, I'd say, just under $2,000, so like $1,990 a month, up until something that's larger and fancier. So let's say like a more modern 2,400 square foot home, that can be anywhere from about $3,800 to like $4,200 a month. That's the range over there. But overall, consistently pricey, and I think it's pretty much on par with anything that's going to be centrally located. Of course, housing is just one portion of your cost of living. As far as groceries go, Austin has HEB, not Heb or Heb or Ib. That's HEB, it stands for Henry E. Butts, which is our main grocery store in Central Texas. HEB is known for having really good produce, a wide variety of options, high quality meat, and competitive prices all along. I think a family of 3 can comfortably eat for about $200 to $250 a month, depending on what kind of food you buy. I think generally anybody that's going to be living on the east side though is probably going to be going to the new Whole Foods just opened on the east side, or the Whole Foods downtown. Of course, Whole Foods is a higher price store, so I guess it depends what you buy there. I have a friend who has a family of 3 and they spend about $400 a week on groceries there. With that said though, there is a local HEB really close to the East Cesar Chavez neighborhood, where you could probably do all your grocery shopping if you needed. Gas prices in Texas overall are some of the lowest in the country. I've mentioned this a million times in other videos, but Austin has really affordable gas prices, especially now during COVID. I remember when COVID first hit, I saw gas for as low as like $1.23 a gallon. Today, we are in early October 2020, and gas prices are right around the $1.75, $1.80. I think I saw it somewhere for $1.90, but that's still kind of more towards the top of the price range. As far as utilities go, Austin utilities are pretty fairly priced. I talked to a lot of folks that come from California. I know electricity is really expensive there, and folks that come from other states with really extreme weather. Yes, it gets really, really hot here, but overall, our utilities are pretty reasonable. For example, I used to live in a 3,000 square foot house that was built in 2017. So it was like a newer house, granted. And the bill to cool that house in the height of summer, so like mid to late August, I think never went above the $335 mark. Granted, that is a newer house and it's got higher energy efficiency. But if you have one of these older homes like in the East Cesar Chavez area, let's say something's about 1,200 square feet, let's say built 1950 with some upgrades, your bill shouldn't be any more than about $250 a month to air condition. Also, water is very reasonable. I know a family of 4 can live in like a 2,200 square foot house, and that water bill should be right around $60, maybe $80 a month if everybody's taking showers all the time. As far as going out to eat, the east side is known for having a really wide variety of foods and types of restaurants overall. There are a lot of food trucks on the east side. Some are very, very affordable and some are a bit fancier and bougier, so they're gonna be more expensive. If you go to one of the higher end restaurants, it's perfectly common to pay $50 per person for dinner. Of course, if you add in a bottle of wine or any other drinks, that can be a lot more. But you can also go to some of these like really cute, authentic little Mexican restaurants that have been there for ages and eat for a very reasonable price. I'd say maybe $10 to $12 per plate, whether it's lunch or dinner. So there you go. I try to give kind of a generic overview of the cost of living in the East Cesar Chavez neighborhood. I'm sure you'll still have questions, and of course, if you have comments, please leave them at the bottom or send me a message. So like I mentioned, I'm a local realtor here in Austin, Texas. If you are thinking of relocating anywhere to the Austin area, please feel free to call me, text me, email me, send me an Instagram DM, like whatever works for you. If you want to move to Austin, I got you.